Hi, and today in this video I'm going to teach you how to do a 4x4. So first you want to scramble your 4x4. But once your 4x4 is scrambled, you are going to find the all the white pieces that aren't the edges nor the corners, the center white pieces. You're going to figure out some way to move it so they join into little pairs like this. So in this case, it will go just up and it will go into a pair. But sometimes it will be down here and then it won't go into a pair. It will be a diagonal. Then if that happens, you would have to turn it around until you can move it up and it will go into a pair. Then you are going to, once you have two white pairs, so right here I have the second white pair, you're going to align it and bring your first white pair into your second white pair, so it makes a white center. Now we're on the yellow center, and just as the white one, you're going to make a yellow pair, but you cannot move this side or this way. You have to do it on this side with the white facing right, or it can face left, not top or bottom. So I'm gonna have it facing the right, and you're going to find the yellows, two yellow centers, and you're going to join them together into a pair. Then you are going to, once you have a pair, you're going to make it vertical with the top, and you're going to do this algorithm. R, U, 2, R inverted. And now you should have two more yellow centers on the bottom, and I'm going to align it like this so it makes the second pair. Now, this is what you don't want to do when you're making the yellow center. You don't want to do something like this, which is R, U, 2, R inverted, which brings this pair down. And because this yellow pair is on the left, if you do R, U, 2, R inverted, it will bring a pair down. Then you want to move it so the pair is above you. So the yellow pair is above you. With all of this, with the white center facing the bottom, you're going to have the white pair above on the top, the yellow pair above on the top, and then you're going to do this algorithm with, so it should look like a straight line right here with the two yellow pairs. Then you're going to do this basic algorithm, R, U, 2, R inverted. Now you have to do the rest of the centers, which is the middle centers, or the colors that are not white and yellow. For this, you always want to have the white and yellow on. So you always want to have the white and yellow on the left side, left and right, or right and left. It does not matter to me. You can have it on either side. I'll have yellow on the right this time. So first, I always like to start off with doing the red pair. And you are going to find two red edges, red center. You're going to find two red center blocks and join them together by putting them into a pair. And right here, it does not, it's a messed up pair, so they're diagonal. So you're gonna have to try to break up the pair. So I'm gonna move this down, which breaks up the pair. Move this, so move this U inverted, so I'm able to put this into a pair once I bring it up. And you want to do all of that without destroying or without messing up the first red pair. Then you are going to move the red pair so it can go into the other red pair. So if you do this, try to bring the red pair down, it won't work. It won't bring all the red pair. It won't bring the full red pair. If you do this, it will bring it down. If it's on the top and this is on the bottom, you can do R2 to bring that down. And once you're finished with the red, you are on, I like to do blue. Now, the key thing about this is that since it's a 4x4, you can get the colors mixed up. So right here, let's bring it to right here. You see, it's yellow, red, green. Right here, it is blue. You always want to be sure when you're solving a Rubik's Cube, when you're solving a 4x4 or like a 6x6 or something like that. You want to make sure that the center is in the correct, the color is in the correct position. And so this is what you want to do. If it's not in the, this is how I like to remember. It's, with yellow on top, it is red and then green right here. So right now this is incorrect. So I'm going to start with, so I already have, here, let me mess this up. And let me do this. Alright, so you first want to bring the pair, you first want to make a pair with the blue and move it so it's on the left of the red side when yellow is at the top. And you want to make the pair. So I'm going to do this pair, this one. It brings it down, but that messes up the red. So if you want to make a pair like this, it could be like this, or it could be like this, where you go here, or here, something like that. I would recommend to put in the position that I'm doing, and then do this. R inverted, R wide inverted, F inverted, R wide, and then that should give you the pair without messing up the red. And since we need to have blue on the left side of red with the yellow at top, then we have to put this blue down right here. So you have to, so like we did with the yellow, you have to do since you want the blue right here, because blue's on the left of red, and you don't want to mess up the red, you have to do R, U, 2, R inverted. Now you should have to create the next pair, the next blue pair, which in my case is right here. And you have to, for this you have to do R, and you want to bring this pair up and keep that without messing up the red. You have to do R wide, U inverted, R wide inverted. Now you should have another blue pair, and you're going to bring them in a straight line on the right side. And you want to put the blue pair right there, because blue on the left side of red. You do R, U, 2, R inverted. That should give you the blue side solved. sometimes you might get this case, but I'll do that one later. You could also get this one, which is where there's a mixed up pair and a non-pair. So for this, you want to have green right here because it's on the right of red. So if orange is on this side, you want to bring it over to the right side. Or if orange is on the right side, you want to bring it over to the right side. And you want to do R, U2, R inverted, which will bring that pair up there so you can get to this step. And if you know how to do a 3x3, this should be a lot easier for you. It's, this case, it's just R, U, R inverted, U, R2. So right here, if you ever get the only one dot on the last two centers, so there's one dot, you just do R wide, U, R wide inverted, U, R wide, U2, R wide inverted, and then you should have the centers finished. Now you're on the edges. So to do the edges, you need to know an algorithm. It's not that simple, but it's basically as regular as doing R, U, R inverted, U, R2, R inverted. So you want to find, let's start with the white edges. I'm going to start with the red and white edges. You want to find the red and white edge and red and white edge. And you're going to move it around until the red and white edges are like this. They could be like this, or they could be like this, where it's the white facing forward. But you need them to be on the opposite sides, but in a straight line on opposite sides. And you want to make sure they're the right color. And then you do this, it is U inverted, U wide inverted, R, F inverted, U, R inverted, F, U wide, and then that should make an edge. Now let's do the orange edge, and I'm gonna line it up so they're on the opposite sides of the front face, and they're the same colors right here, and they're same colors both sides, and you want to have that at the top on the same line. Then you want to do U wide inverted, R, F inverted, U, R inverted, F, U wide. That should make another pair. Now you're gonna find the next pair, which will be blue, and you are going to bring it till it is here. So if you ever have this case where it's on, so it's diagonal like this and not like this, and you want to move it to right here, then you're going to do, if you have it in this position with it on, with the lower one, then you're going to do this algorithm that I'm going to tell you in a second. But if it's not, and it's the other way around, like this, then you're just going to turn, then you're just going to do the exact same but on the opposite side. So here's the algorithm. Okay, so it is L inverted, U, L inverted, which should bring it right here, that edge right here, and that will match it up to right here, so it's in a straight line. Now, this is what you need to do. It's the algorithm that I showed you before for all the other edges. U wide inverted, R, F inverted, U, R inverted, F, U wide. That should do all of the edges. And now you're on, that should do all the white edges. And now you have to match up the other colored edges. So I'm going to do the green and orange right here. And then this is what you're going to do. The exact same algorithm that you've been doing. U wide inverted, R, F inverted, U, R inverted, F inverted, F, U wide. And now I'm going to do, let's see, where's that one? Now I'm going to do the green and red. So I'm going to move the green and red edges to where they're on a line like this, straight line like this. And they're the same color. So then you just do this algorithm with facing the front with these two like this. And you're going to do U wide inverted, R, F inverted, U, R inverted, F, U wide. And that should pair up another edge. Now I'm going to go over to this blue one here right now. It's a little confusing. Here. To this blue and orange one right here. Right here, there's a blue and orange one. And you're going to do the exact same algorithm that you've been doing before, which is U wide inverted, R, F inverted, U, R inverted, U, F, U wide. And that should make your final edges. Once you finish with your once you're finished with the non-white and non-yellow edges, you're going to go to the yellow edges, which I'm going to do the blue one right here and do the exact same algorithm. It should be posted on it should be on the top of the screen. So, and now I'm going to do that with the yellow and red. They're in straight line, so I'm going to do that algorithm. And I'm going to match the orange and the yellow and green and the yellow and orange. And that should solve the edges. Now, you're going to solve it like a basic 3x3. Just don't do any chops through the middle. Only move the notations of the regular Rubik's Cube. So F, R, B, U, no R wide or U wide moves like that. And then you're going to solve the cube from there. And there is some parities that I will go over. I might have them. Okay, so I do not have one parity, but I'll show you the other one. Okay, yep, I got a parity. 1 second, I think. Oh, never mind. Okay, so here is the first parity. You might get something like this, where the edges are not right. So, you could get something like this. You could get, or something like this where that doesn't look right. Or something like this. So what you're gonna do with this is have the ones that are the pairs that are switched face the, you don't want to have the soft side facing towards you. You want to have edge flip side facing towards you. Then you're going to want to do this algorithm: right middle twice, U twice, the top twice, then right middle twice, U Y twice, right middle twice, U middle twice. And then that should do that parity. And let me get my book for the other parity real quick. Let me see. Okay. Now, you also might get a parity like this one. Where there's an edge that is flipped. So this should go onto your OLL case where the edge is flipped like this, and you cannot continue because you don't know what pattern it is. You might get something like this where the edge is flipped, and you're going to do this algorithm. Wide R2, back twice, top U2, left L wide, and then U2, R wide inverted, U2, R wide, U2, F2, R wide, F2, L, L inverted wide, B2, right, wide 2. And then once you finish that, you just finish your PLL like so, and that should top the cube.